Okay, everybody, we got a mobile Metal Monday with Brett. How you doing today, Brett?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just enjoying some family time in Hawaii and trying to keep wheels on the bus at work as well. So going look at my laptop this morning, looking at these markets. It's pretty typical for what Mondays we see, man. I mean, copper's off a couple cents, nickel's getting
Nickel's
fucking
getting
whacked.
killed.
Um,
Um,
which is I don't it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole Russia deal plays out because you're seeing it push the PGMs hard, and I mean
well, dude, you saw him
both
push
ways
it
down.
huge up on Rhodium. What, like Friday, Saturday? Is that when you saw that swing?
Yeah,
Oh, great! Like up 3 grand, 3,000, and then it
yeah,
all got taken away today.
yeah. And it seems like, that I don't know. Like, there's obviously some real trading going on, right? I mean, most commodities don't really swing like that, but the reality of it is, I think that rhodium is still probably of all the PGMs, and we've been talking about this, but I still think rhodium's got the most potential just because it's so thinly traded. So when you have a commodity that's thinly traded like that, the littlest amount of pressure can push it either direction, right? So lately, you've been getting pressure, people selling rhodium, so you've been getting a little bit of pressure every single day, pushing that commodity down. All it takes is that something to happen geopolitically with Russia or South Africa, which is where that commodity is primarily mined, right? Something happens, all of a sudden you'll see that switch flip, and it can go
Yeah,
off like a rocket just because there's only so many ounces being traded every single day.
yeah.
So you have to pay attention to it.
You can't think it's gonna stay under 5,000 forever. If you look at the history of it, you think it's gonna
Yeah.
get back at least above 10,000 at some point. And if I had a
I,
crystal ball, we'd be sitting on the beach all the time, but we're not. We're
yeah,
out here
man.
grinding, trying to figure out
We are.
the market, trying to see these crazy fluctuations, see what some of this geopolitical stuff's gonna do. It
It's
sounds
gonna be
like
interesting to see what ferrous scrap does this month. Like, not to switch it up too hard on you, but I think that I'm curious what, because obviously the steel mills are trying to create a floor in the pricing, right? So you're seeing Nucor now, CMC, they've pretty much said, okay, we're gonna put a minimum on steel price, and we're gonna raise $50. That we're starting, back to 900 on hot roll coil, and I think that they're trying to put a floor on the market. It's hard to put a floor on the market if you're still driving the price of scrap down,
yeah.
right? So I'm curious, what does it look like going into July? I mean, it feels kind of squishy sideways is what from what I'm hearing and what I'm reading, it feels like kind of a sideways push. But I think time will tell, but it feels like, it's hard for them to push the scrap price down again in
Feels like we at
July.
least hit the floor. I don't know if I'm just being like optimistic that it doesn't go down anymore, but it feels like the floor has been hit. Is that a temporary
Yeah,
floor for 60 days? I don't know, because that floor is only a real floor until it's not, until it gets broken again.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
uh, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like we've hit kind of maybe the bottom for now. Obviously we'll watch and see what it does. These, like you said earlier, copper went down 2 cents and nickel's getting smashed.
Yeah,
You know,
copper, I mean, it was trying to make a push back towards $4,
yeah,
just a week ago. And then um I think that the Fed came back out and took some gas out of the market, talking about, it may have paused in the rate hikes, but with maybe the economy being stronger, housing starts, that there's going to be a renewed interest in maybe looking at hiking the rates again a little bit farther. So that being said, that puts pressure on the base metals, puts pressure on the commodities prices. So we just kind of have to see what that looks like. But like I said, we're kind of at the mercy of any big geopolitical event as well that could, create really good strength in these markets, or, who
mhm.
knows?
Okay,
Aluminum
well,
is soft still. That's something you got to pay attention to. That
yeah,
market has definitely softened up and feels from what I read, they say it's kind of oversupplied, which is never good on the scrap side,
Oh,
you know? So you're gonna have to really want to keep that material moving and going.
so
So
you think aluminum's has not probably seen a floor then with
I
over.
don't think so, man. It feels like there's room still to go.
Yeah, so that one might see more of a dip. We'll see. We'll just kind of see how everything plays out, and we'll see what the summer brings here. And and even here in Idaho, we haven't really got into our stride for summer weather. It's coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in our 100-degree weather here next week,
Oh
around the
yeah.
1st of July. And then we'll just kind of see, and then around 4th of July, we'll start to know where the ferrous market's going to be. So, but all right, Brett. Well,
Good
thank
times.
you.
Absolutely, man.
Enjoy the rest of your trip, and we will see you in person next week.
We will be there. All right, bud. Take
See you,
care.
everybody.
Great day.